Hey everyone, I'm Ryan Lane. I am the senior lighting designer here at Events United, and today we're going to talk about different types of lighting cable we use. First up, we got DMX. 5-pin DMX is the most common in the professional world. However, this is not a microphone cable. Can you use this for audio? Yes, you can. Can you use a regular microphone cable for DMX? No, you can't. Difference is the resistance in the cable. DMX is a digital signal which is using 110 ohm cable, whereas analog microphone cable is usually somewhere in the 45 to 75 ohm range, meaning that it does not transmit the digital packets of DMX well. So here at Events United, we try to distinguish our microphone cable from our lighting cable by using silver barrels on all of our connectors for lighting cable, and XLR microphone cable all has black barrels on it. Another type of signal cable we use to get signal to and from lights is Cat5 network cable. This is what we call PCON connector. A lot of lighting consoles today will transmit protocols over Cat5 cable. The big two are ArtNet and Streaming ACN, or SACN. So with the networking cable, we can send one networking cable from our lighting console at front of house down to the side of the stage where we would have a node waiting. And that's where all of our DMX cable plugs into to go send signal to our lights. We'll get more into nodes and networking protocols at another time, but for now, moving on to power cable so we can figure out how to turn these lights on. This is a power cable. Also, this is a power cable. These can be power cables if you use them wrong enough. Everybody should recognize this. You may not know what it's called. This is an Edison plug. This is a normal extension cord, normal outlet. So here I have this Edison to Powercon cable, and I have this quad box. So when you insert the plug, turn it to the right, then it's locked. It doesn't unlock until I pull this tab, turn it back to the left, then I can pull it out. As the shop continues to operate around us, let's hold for a second. Let's hold. One more thing to talk about with Powercon is the gray end versus the blue end. They're actually mission critical here. Your blue cannot plug into your gray, and vice versa. So, that being Powercon, we can talk about the new version of Powercon called Powercon True 1. A couple of main features that are different. First of which is male and female ends mate together. No more need for couplers or having to throw a quad box in between. Second key feature of True 1 is that it is rated for water. So IP67 is most of the True 1 connector rating. The IP rating is super helpful for us doing things like festivals and other outdoor shows because the weather doesn't always cooperate with us. So getting power to lights from whatever our power source is. It's where you're just plugging one or two lights in. You can use walls at hotels for up lights or whatever. You can use wall power. That's where we'd use these Powercon to Edison or True 1 to Edison cables. Realistically, some of the bigger lights draw quite a bit more power. So we have power distros, which we can talk more about at another time. But they can get us to things like Socapex cable. Either the 14 or 19 wire versions of it are possible. Instead of having this cable, which will just give us one circuit of power from the source, we can run this cable, which will give us 6 individual circuits we can use. Each one of these pins on the outer ring is a neutral and a hot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 separate neutral and hot combinations. Then the center ring inside this connector joins all the pins, and the grounds get attached to those pins. But getting power from this to lighting fixtures, we use what's called a Socapex breakout. A Socapex connector on one end, you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 individual cables coming out of that. Now we got power to all of these circuits. These True 1 breakouts can come in any flavor of connector at the end you want. So we have some that have Powercon on them, some that have Edison on them. It just depends on what we need for power, where we need it. These particular breakouts are also staggered. The shortest end is 5 feet, and then in 5-foot increments it goes out to 35 feet. Super useful when you have a bunch of lights on a truss. Throw out your breakout and you can plug in different spaces instead of having to add extension cords for every single one or have massive coils of cable at every single one. Thanks for checking out our video on the basics of lighting cable. We're making a lot of noise here, but if you like what you see, we're gonna start over. Thanks for watching our video about the basics of lighting cable today. If you like what you see, consider subscribing. Let us know what you want to see next. Stay tuned. You're gonna have so much work to edit all this out.
It's gonna be great.
Have fun.
Awesome bloopers.
Yeah, I got so many great bloopers. Take 14,379. Talk about two different types of cable. Two different? I shouldn't say two, there's more.
There's a couple. There's a few.